What up? It's your boy Pizzle. Little Q&A action tonight. Little chat it up. See what's going on. See what's popping. Man. What's up, Bradley? What's up, Agent Trotsky? What's up, Terrence? You know, before we get into anything, it feels fantastic. Does it not feel fantastic to know that one of the biggest Cowboys YouTubers out there don't even believe in his own team? Feels fantastic. What's up, Nick? Appreciate it, Bradley. What's up, Afghanistan? I love it. I love it. What's up, Z-Man? I love it. There's nothing more than I love to watch an Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan not feel it. What's up, Joshua? What up, boss? I know. Imagine not believing in your own team. Imagine coming on a social media site, making video after video after video, and you don't believe a damn word you say. Chris, Wandale playing week one. Christopher Reed, sorry. Wandale playing week one. I don't think so. I don't see how it would be possible. Granted, he is young. I guess he could come back, but I'd have a hard time believing that even if he did come back, what impact he would have. I think it's going to take a little time with him, right? Thinking he started playing a drive tomorrow. I'd like to see it. I mean, honestly, I would prefer the starters play a little more tomorrow and give them a little break on the Jets. But that's just me. Definitely think some guys who are competing for starter spots will be playing. Come to MetLife and hang out with Game Time. I don't Game Time, they say you are who you hang out with. And if you hanging out with Mark Holmes, that ain't good, apparently. If you hang out with Mark Holmes, you might need a mental evaluation. Let's see, Bradley, what's your prediction? I predicted 11-12 playoff win or 11-12 wins with a playoff spot. I think it's going to be a tougher year for the Giants. But, so I don't really know win totals. I think there's going to be some games in there that the Giants could possibly lose just because they're weird sandwich spot games. I'm going to really go into deep dive into that next week on the Giants Outsider podcast. But I think the Giants can have a winning record and get into the playoffs. I'm not a big believer. I don't think the NFC West is very good. For example, the Rams, I don't really see them doing anything. I definitely don't see the Cardinals doing anything. I think the Seahawks could be good. The 49ers are only going to go as far as the quarterback takes them. The NFC North is fascinating to me because I'm not really ready to quit on the Packers. I'm not ready to be a believer in the Bears. I don't know if Minnesota can duplicate what they did a year ago. And the Lions are getting a lot of hype for a team that's never really had any hype. In the NFC South, I think Atlanta could be good, but what's the quarterback going to do? Tampa Bay's not going to be good. Carolina, no, I think there's going to be some growing pains there. And then New Orleans, maybe, but they look like they could tank really hard, just fall off the face of the earth really hard. So the NFC ain't really that tough. So I think if you at least have a winning record, I think you can get a playoff spot. Where's Baby Doll's whistle? Man, it's all over. Man, if you only knew how hard it is to keep up with whistles around my house. What's up, Duke? Let's see. Is there any chance we'll see any archive? You're not going to see the Mark Holmes meltdown. No, that's been Mark's got it. He's disregarded. Rio, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Rio, I think's a nice guy, but he's a Mark Holmes butt sniffer, and I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know why, but he's a Mark Holmes butt sniffer, and Mark's done him wrong numerous times. What's your favorite moment as a Giants fan, ma'am? God, there's so many moments as a Giants fan, man. I mean, Super Bowl 42 is really, really hard to beat. What's up, Marcus? Joshua 12-5 bet on it. Okay. Increase. Okay, agent. How can I believe in Daniel Jones? Well, it's real simple. I just watch the games. You too, Bradley. Duke, I actually had Meet the Mets reach out to me about coming to the Cowboys game in November. I told him I was going to do my best to try to make that happen. Pizzle, do you think Cole Beasley will make this team? I like Cole Beasley. I would rather buy stock in Cole Beasley than Sterling Shepard. And I like Sterling Shepard, but let's face it, Sterling Shepard playing all the games, doubt it. Let's see here. What's up, Zach? Blue Wave, I don't know. Who knows if the starters even play tomorrow? It's hard to believe what them guys say half the time these days. Linebacker you need to bring in. Yeah, Philly 500 says he has the video. I doubt he. I don't. He got a little Mark Holmes butt sniffing in him too. You know what I'm saying? What if the Giants lose on opening weekend at Dallas? Do G fans overreact? Oh yeah, we do. Oh, that game is so much. It's so everything. It's so everything. Copizzle, are you and Mark going? We squashed the beef over a year ago. That's what's crazy about it. There was no beef. The man has a concussion. The man has a concussion. Is Daniel Jones going to improve? What do you do with boss? Daniel. I just can't even answer that. Something just happened in my comments here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay. Why don't you, Bad Dog, and Entertainer stream together anymore? I'm gonna tell you why. Bad Dog is a weird one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bad Dog is a little weird. And I'm gonna tell you why. Bad Dog don't say nothing to Pizzle on YouTube. Doesn't say nothing. But that man will reach out to me left and right on Instagram. I mean, I think he's a closet Pizzle fan. Hey, Pizzle, any advice for a college? What kind of advice do you want? I got all the advice in the world. What's up, William? What's up, Mark Stewart? What's your most anticipated game this season? For me, it's a game against the Christmas game on Christmas Day against the Eagles. Big Ten. Man, I really think it's week 1, man, because we have got to beat our rivals. And the Cowboys and Eagles are teams that we have not been beating. Bradley, David, yep, Yeah, agent. Look, I think overall, Shepard will have a roster spot, but I'm a big believer. I would, if I had to buy stock, and I could be wrong about this, I want to buy stock in Cole Beasley. I really do. I want to buy Cole Beasley stock. I just think I think he can bring something to this team. Oh, Tyree helmet catch. I think the thing is people like again. I love Eli, but the Manningham catch. I mean, it's a good catch and throw, but it's you can't beat the Tyree cat helmet catch is like is the most it's the greatest if it's like one of the greatest if not the greatest Super Bowl plays ever. I don't know how anybody disputes that. What player you don't want to see cut on the bumble? That's a good question. Shit. I don't know if I can answer that setting. I I'm in a I'll say this. I think the Giants have a lot of receivers on the team that are going to get cut that are talented guys, and it would be nice to hopefully secure those guys on the practice squad. I I I think the Giants. It's obvious to me that Joe Shane really addressed that position in the offseason, and I believe that there's going to be some guys that aren't going to make the team that have the chance to make other teams. Pizzle, what profession are you in? I'm in the 60-minute profession. That's what profession I'm in. What profession do you want to get in? What's up, M. Chave? I think I said that right. Cow piss. I'm glad you're back. And it'll be 11 straight after week one. God, I hope not. Giants or Bills? What do you mean, Giants or Bills? What does that mean? I used to hate Tiki Barber. Tiki was great. What's up, Philly Philly? What's up, awesomeness sports? That's right, Afghanistan. Who is going to win week one, Giants or Cowboys? I have no idea. Let me guess. Giants. Does Bills, Giants, Jets all make the playoffs this year? That's a great question. I think the Bills will. I think the Jets are borderline a playoff team because I'm not so sure their offensive line is all that good. And you got to wonder how much gas Aaron Rodgers has left. Think he's got some gas. I still think he does, but how much? So it's really interesting. And as far as the Giants go, I think the Giants can make the playoffs. I really I think they can do it. I really do. Which new quarterback will have a good year? Which new quarterback will have a good year? I'm gonna. I know this is going to be a surprise. I really think this is going to be a surprise to some. I think Will Levis could have a good year. I think Tannehill gets hurt for the Titans. I think that's a good situation for a young quarterback to be in. Who on a team, Vrabel's not going to let him down. Not going to let that team down. And I feel like that's the best team. A young Bryce Young is gonna go through some growing pains because I don't think the team is all that good. C.J. Stroud is gonna be tougher. Anthony Richardson, I just not a believer in him. I'm not just not a believer. I think Will Levis, who no one's talking about, could come in and be a good player for the Titans. Great question. Thoughts on Shep Maker? Afghanistan. I think I'm done with Sterling Shepard. As much as I love Sterling Shepard, I'm done with Sterling Shepard. He just, I mean, come on. He's not going to stay healthy. He looks great in camp. He does. I'm sure he'll make the team and make plays the first month of the season, and something will happen. It's just like he's snake bitten. I hate to say it about him too, because he's got that dog in him. Omega, YouTube hates me. What's up, Pistol? Yeah, I would love to go to Vegas to watch the Giants and Raiders. I did not realize how close Mandalay Bay is to the Raiders Stadium. I had no idea. That's a beautiful stadium too from the outside. And while I hear it's really nice from the inside, but it's a beautiful stadium. It really is. If you could cut down our receiver room right now, who would you choose to keep? Only going off of camp preseason production, not legacy. If you're talking about right now, I mean Jalen Hyatt. If that's what you meant, Rio looks soft. Rio is soft. I hate to say it. Have you talked to J Wad since he left? I've tried to reach out to J Wad. I can't reach out. I've tried. I have genuinely trust me. I have been dying to get J Wad to come back for any kind of content. I can't find the son of a bitch. Evan, Slayton a bum. We love you. That's a terrible thing to say, Evan. Free more about what professions. Pizzle is the leader of the free world. And by the way, what profession is Mark Holmes? Mark Holmes is in the geek profession. Total fucking geek. My birthday September 10. We better win when it's my 21st. Well, happy early birthday, Evan. Remind me to wish you happy birthday again. Can the Giants handle the mighty Eagles again? I think the Giants have a chance to beat the Eagles this year. I absolutely do believe that. Now, I don't know if we have a chance. I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as to say we got a chance to sweep them or anything, but I think we can compete with the Eagles. I do. I think we can compete with all of the teams in our division. If you could throw a pass to any or former Giants receiver, who would you pick? Does it have to be a receiver? Setting, come back to me. Can I list a tight end? Can I list a tight end setting? Make the rule on that. Ask me another one. No. Thank you, Marcus. Bradley, if you could pick Daniel Jones' season, if you could predict Daniel, I can't fucking read tonight, guys. I apologize. If you could predict Daniel Jones' season this year, what do you think his TD interception ratio this year and how many rushing TDs? Man, that's hard for me. It's hard. Number one, let's don't forget Daniel Jones needs to show again that he needs to stay healthy, right? Last year, he was able to basically play a full season, which was really important because availability is the most important thing a quarterback can give to his team. Let me say that again. Availability is the most important thing a quarterback can bring to his team. Eli Manning was always available, always available. And it's very important that Daniel Jones is available for his team. With that being said, I know last year was a 15 TD passing season, right? I would really enjoy and I would really get excited if he could somehow get up to that 25 TD range. And with the weapons of Waller, Hyatt, I like Slayton. I know. I think it's doable. I really do. I think he can throw another extra 10 TDs. With that being said, I think his rushing TDs would come down. I don't think the Giants would ask him to run the ball as much, but I think it's possible. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate you. See, Pistol, are you going to any games this year? I'm hoping so, Pistol. I'm hoping so. I I've been looking at some games. Let's just say that. See, Cowboys are winning the division, but the Giants. Listen, I will say this, Marcus. I will say this, and this is, and I hate to say this because I've been dealing with this idiot, dummy Mark Holmes. I think the Cowboys are more threat winning the division than the Eagles. I am a believer in the Cowboys much more than I am the Eagles. And I hate to say that, believe it or not. Sam Howell will have a good year. I disagree. I disagree because they've already had some type they've already had some drama in their camp. I just doesn't seem like it's going smooth over there in Commander Land. Mark Holmes whooped you in an eating contest. Will DJ throw 30 TDs this year? It's tough to say. I don't know about that, Mark. And I say that because he has ability to run with it too. Pizzle, does Saquon rush for 1,000 yards? I think Saquon gets 1,100 yards. I think 1,100. Do you see a segment on Speak for Yourself? Joy Taylor and the two goons had a lot of negative things about say. Yes, actually, matter of fact, I got blocked by an FS1 idiot today. What position keeps you, Dr. Benton? Great question again. What position keeps you up at night? The linebacker position. The linebacker position scares the shit out of me for the Giants this year. I got to be honest because I think we got a nice young secondary. I think we got some dogs on the D line. Some people are talking about the edge position, this and that. Like I think the edge position, sure it could be better, but the linebackers on this team, I don't know what to expect. I'm scared to death of the linebacker position on the Giants. Scared to death. I think we can tackle. I don't know if we can cover anybody. I think teams with really good tight ends could eat the Giants up. Truth be told. I'm a little nervous about that. Let's see here. Pizzle be the better man. I'm always the better man. No disrespect, Afghanistan. No disrespect to no disrespect. I love Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard is a great player, man, when healthy, but he's never healthy. Will Levis is Bo Callahan. Okay, I'm just telling you. I think that's the right. I think any young quarterback being in that situation would be a nice one. I really do. I think game time. He played his last college year hurt. He was hurt, and so I think he let that allowed him. I must have been drinking or something. That allowed him to not have as good of a season in college last year as I think he could have had. So I think he's in a good situation. What's up, Captain Redneck? See, he get Rio and Ghost. He like Casper up in there. Mark Holmes just needs a break from YouTube. It's as simple as that. Let me say this. There's nothing easy about working on a construction site. You get tired, you get beat up. There's no question. I don't doubt that. But you can't fucking do YouTube and keep up with all that and work on a construction site. Do your job, work your 8 hours, go home and rest, and then look at your stuff. Stop trying to do 15 things at once when you're damn near 60 years old. Thanks, Gooch. Who would you turn around and have a beer with, Eli or Daniel Jones? Probably Eli Manning. Probably Eli. Setting. You already knew my answer. You didn't even have to ask the question. You just already knew my answer. I would die to throw. I mean, I would get it. Yeah, it would definitely be shocking. What's up, five-time champs? How many wins do we get this season? I think we have a winning record. I don't like to play that floor ceiling geek nonsense. I think 9 to 11 wins is absolutely possible for the Giants. I really believe that. But I'm going to say this. I think this could be a season where we play some very close games that we're going to need the ball to bounce our way. Daniel Jones is a dual threat quarterback that shouldn't be. Exactly, Mark. It's like he's a dual threat quarterback, but no one says that. Week 1's going to be fun. Go Cowboy! It's going to be a fun one. You know, it used to be the Giants and Cowboys opened up the season a lot in the past, and they kind of went away from that. But I'm glad it's back this year. I definitely think Jones will play with confidence this year. Only because they gave him that contract and they believe in him. And anytime you believe in something, it gives you the ability to have for them to have confidence. I say Giants go 13-4 in the regular. So if they go 13-4 with this schedule, I think they could have a really big year. Roadkill. What's the plan to get that belt back from Phil? Well, got to beat them. I definitely will be doing some stuff with Philly 500. Now, Mark Holmes, you'll just have to wait and see. Thanks, Ty DeBarber. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Marcus. Let's see here. We have ownership for you Eagle fans. Yeah, the Cowboys are a really good team. I can't lie, man. They're a really good team. They are pretty stacked. I think they've got a lot of good pieces. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of hate for Dak. You know, they don't think Dak's. I've got respect for Dak. I really do. I think Dak can be a good quarterback. I do. I think last year, not to say anything good about him, but last year he got hurt. He got banged up early, and you got to find that rhythm. You got to get in midseason form. I think it took him a little bit. That's why he threw the picks that he did. But I think Dak's a good quarterback. I'm not saying I don't know if he's in a top 10 discussion, but I think he's a good quarterback. I do. Over under 5 touchdowns. I think Darius Slayton's going to have a big year. I do. I think Darius Slayton's going to have a big year. I do. Darius Slayton makes me so damn. I mean, I don't do YouTube or Twitter or anything to try to be right or anything like this, but it's great when you stand up for a player you believe in and they prove some people wrong. It feels great. Where's little baby doll so she can whistle? Dude, you're awesome. I'm a Cowboys fan, but you're a great promo. Has been watching you since day one. Little baby doll is doing her first grade homework right now before bed. That's what she's up to right now. That's why it pizzles down here. This old big dick Cowboy fan from Terrell, Texas is just 30 minutes east of Dallas. I sure hope you turn up the heat on Mark and Michael Anthony Fitness. Get the belt for the strap. That thing is the cheapest thing I've ever seen on the face of the earth. But boy, they protect it like they are the National Guard. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm excited about having Jalen Hyatt on the Giants. As a Cowboys friend, I'm here to hear you call people geeks. Funny thing is, I actually got the term geeks from a cowboy movie. Would you want your Giants to sign Anthony Barr? Not really, because I mean, if they do, they do. But it really, the fact that they are even considering signing Anthony Barr tells me that the linebacking position's not very good in the coach's eyes right now. It doesn't make me feel really good. Do you think league rivals will takes a little more serious if we can beat Cowboys? Yes, Alex, I do believe that. I think the Giants need to beat a legitimate team that the public or the media or whoever views as a really good team. See, even when we beat the Vikings last year in the playoffs, I don't know. People really ever when the Cowboys beat the piss out of them last year, people stopped taking them serious. And when the Giants beat them in the playoffs, the Giants didn't get near enough credit as what they should have. We didn't really beat a lot of playoff teams a year ago. I know we beat the Jags, and obviously we beat the Vikings. But we need to beat a team that the public views as a good team. Now, if we beat the Cowboys week one, obviously people will start jumping ship of the Cowboys. But overall, I think they're going to be a good team. Pizzle, I'm with you on the linebacker. Yeah, I'm scared about it, Frank. I'm pretty terrified about the linebacker position for the Giants. See, Daniel Jones top five. I'm not ready to put Daniel Jones in the top five category yet, and I really and top five don't really. I mean, I don't even care, to be quite honest with you. I think he's a perfect quarterback for the Giants. I wouldn't trade him for hardly anybody. Um, I'm just not a big Josh Allen guy. I know a lot of people are. I think Pat Mahomes is great, but I also think Pat Mahomes is in a great situation, a fantastic situation that a lot of quarterbacks would succeed in. Yes, he does special things, but you can't tell me that a guy like Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow wouldn't be great in that system as well. So, or even Trevor Lawrence. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the league, and it all really depends on what team you're with. What's up, Randy? I think they eventually will, Gooch. Let's see. Yeah, Rio went ghost like the Commanders did last season. Well, that's pretty much true. There's no way Mark Holmes was holding. Mark Holmes just didn't want to come on YouTube and say no to Pizzle when I invited myself to his Mikasa. That's what that's just the truth. He just didn't want to do it. Maybe his old lady doesn't like me. Maybe Michael said, Daddy, I'll piss my pants, Daddy. I'll piss my pants. I get it. It's cool. No big deal. That house looks like it smells anyways. Any thoughts on Hendon Hooker if he has I like Hendon Hooker. I do, but I don't know if he'll be ready at the start of the season, Benton. I like Hendon Hooker though. I think he's going to be a good player, but I don't think he'll be ready at the start of the season. Thanks, Cowboys face. You're going to be a 59-minute man against the Cowboys week. Well, that would suck. Let's see here. Slayton does not have a lot of drops. Stop saying that. Oh, Jones, you know what's funny is just because Lamar Jackson won an AFC MVP, people lose their mind and think he's way better. He's not. He's not. I'm not even kidding. Give me Daniel Jones over Lamar Jackson every day of the week. Every day. What's up, James B? Commanders are bottom feeders. I think Eagles, Giants, Cowboys will have double-digit wins. Okay. Copizzle, any plans to do live streams with Chuck Knox? That's a good show. Thanks, Roadkill. Chuck Knox and I can probably do a show anytime we want to, quite honestly. I mean, we have a pretty good relationship to where all I'd have to do is just message him and we would probably be good to go. Chuck, I do know Chuck is a busy man. I think he's got a lot going on. But Chuck and I have a great relationship. He's a great Giants fan. He makes fantastic content. I love Chuck. Um, he's just another brother from another mother. I mean, I really love me some Chuck Knox. I will definitely reach out to him and try to make some content with him this year. That's right, little baby doll whistle. Let's see, do you have any other NFC East friends to do a roundtable with? Brandon, I think I need to dig up some different ones, don't I? Man, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of people out there that, you believe it or not, this is true. This is true what I'm about to say. But there's a lot of people that do not want that Copizzle smoke. They just don't want it. They don't. I mean, it's just facts. They don't take me serious, and they know that I can mess them up real fast. They know. They know. What's up, Drew? Appreciate it, man. Let's see. Yep, that's true. That's true. Dr. Benny, Dak wasn't 100. I don't think Dak was really ever 100% at all last year. Not to sit here and make it about a Dak thing, but I think that a lot of people being hard on Dak, and he could have a much better year this year. Let's see. I want to let you know you live rent-free in Mark Holmes' mind. YouTube is the biggest part of his pitiful life. Look, I'm sure Mark has a great life. I'm sure he's happy with it. But I've never seen a man do something such as YouTube and not understand how to do it. And also not understand what his consumers, what his audience would really like to see from him. I don't know why some of the people subscribe to him that they do. I don't get it. I do not get it. It's one of life's greatest mysteries, I'll be honest with you. Reasons why people subscribe to Mark Holmes. 100% Marcus. I wish Daniel Jones had the talent Jalen Hurts had. $100% NYG forever. What's up, Raphael? Bofil? Oh, where'd I get the green screen? Yeah. It's a nice green screen. What's up, West Steel Rock? Yeah, it was a good one, wasn't it? Over under 2 losses to the Eagles this year. Okay. Under. What's up, Sleeta? Yes, you are. You are a booger-eating geek. Yes, sir. I think your Falcons are going to be a much better team this year. Much better team. I hope you enjoy that. Let's see. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. You were, yeah, I was quiet when I streamed with Philly 5. I didn't have a lot to say. My team lost 38-7. What'd you want me to say? That's right. We are good for business. Oh. Mark just knows that if I came to his house and I won, it would not go well for him. He just knows what would happen. The difference is I wouldn't back out like E2 Blue did. Stop, Mark. Stop. Don't hit me, Mark. Don't hit me, Mark. I'd stand my ground. Let's see. Man, listen. NYG, Pizzle and Fist versus LB and Philly 5. It would break the internet. The problem is Lord Brunson, he talks a lot of, he don't want that smoke. He He wants them. He wants them baby giant content. Them easy. Them soft hands giant content creators. Don't disrespect. I'm not gonna name no names. He just wants somebody that's got that baby skin on them. You know what I mean? I think I could do some content with Lord Brun. I think it's possible. I think it could happen. I think it can happen. Mark Holmes believes he's a celebrity from his YouTube content. When he catches any opinion that differs from him, he has a problem with it. I actually believe he's lost some touch with reality and not just. No, Roadkill. I do believe that. I think that he suffers from some type of an addiction. I think he has lost touch with reality. I think that he needs to understand that at the end of the day, the internet, YouTube, Twitter, all of it. Yes, there is some parts of it that is real, but at the end of the day, it's not. It doesn't have to be everything. You're supposed to have fun with it, and when it's not fun anymore, you step away. That's what you're supposed to do. It's like anything. If you do too much of it, moderation is key. You can have a drink, but you can't have 10 drinks. You might get too drunk. And I think Mark is a little bit YouTube drunk, if I'm being honest with you. West Steel, listen, I don't want to threaten nobody, but if Mark Holmes whooped my ass, I think I'd jump off a bridge. I really believe that. There's no way that man is whooping my ass. Hey, Pizzle, long time follow you, but I'm a DC for life. But do agree with it's coming down with my boys and your Giants. By the way, cut Mark some slack. Okay. I need to go easy on the old man. Uh, would you ever be in the same room as Philly 500 Mark Holmes to debate? Hey, Burgate, no, I would 100% do that. I would never. First of all, there's nobody. I don't think there's anybody on God's green earth who I'd be afraid to walk in the room with. You know, I mean, even a serial killer, man, I'd stand my ground. You got to do what you got to do. Michael Anthony is late with my Uber Eats. Oh my goodness. Imagine that guy delivering your Uber Eats. Ah, he needs to keep his emotions in check better. He might need some testosterone. What do you think, Pizzle? Yeah, he might, he might need a little testosterone. He could use some. Eagles are going to finish third in the NFC East, and you look, hey Marcus, I think that's a real possibility. I really do. What's up, Cal? That's right, Cal. I'm late, but at least I'm here. I think that's a great attitude. I do. I think that's a great attitude to have. I thought y'all squashed that shit, Pizzle, but that's why I was surprised. No, we did squash it, Marcus. It 100% got squashed. 100%. I that was what was so stupid about it. It was completely squashed, and he went crazy. Daniel Jones or Joe Burrow. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Rich. I really like Joe Burrow. I do. I do. I like Daniel Jones too. I mean, I like both of them. I think Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. I really do believe that. I think he's a great matter of fact. But in saying that, I think Joe Burrow might be the best quarterback in the league. That's honestly what I believe. I think he's the best quarterback in the league. I know a lot of people like Mahomes. I think a lot of people like Justin Herbert, but Joe Burrow for me is the best. Steven, come on, man. Go Cowboys. Yes, Mark. The Eagles lost multiple players and both their defensive and offensive coordinators, and that's going to look. The Georgia player thing, yes, Georgia was a great college team, yes, but there's a reason why some of them dudes got drafted where they got drafted. They're not slam dunk amazing going to crush it NFL players. I'm telling you. They're, I don't give a damn how good Jordan Davis or how big Jordan Davis is. That cardio ain't too good, my man. My man's got a little bit of gas, and it ain't much. Hey, Pizzle, do you think the Giants can beat Philly this season? Yes, I 100% believe it. I do believe it. We're going to run through the schedule again. Okay. Pizzle, where the video app? Meltdown Gate. Xavier, Philly 500 says he has it. I don't know if I believe him or not, but he says he has it. I know Mark Holmes has it. And the fact that Mark Holmes took it down tells you everything you need to know. Rio may have it, but the likelihood is Mark probably called him and begged him to, burn the tape. Hopefully, Philly 500 really does have it. I didn't even think to keep it. I didn't even think to even down. I had no. It didn't even. I was so confused by the whole damn thing that I didn't even process the idea of even keeping it. Like I was mega confused, big time, way confused. Bird Gang, he was on the edge of tears. Mark was that tear. I think he rolled out as soon as that tear started rolling down his cheek. What's up, Ralph, my buddy? It was embarrassing. Look, the whole thing with Mark was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Period. Like the thing about it is, I was suffering just as much as he was suffering from our adversary. Okay, the difference between Mark and I is that I took some time away from YouTube to not allow the distractions that was going on to consume me. I allowed some time to step away to make sure everything was okay. Well, make sure everything was good. Mark has not done that. Mark has not taken that time away. And Mark needs it desperately. He does. And he really, you ever heard anybody say, like, I don't care what you think? I don't care. Mark Holmes cares what you think. He does. So if you tell him, if you go to his channel and you say this is some shit content, he's going to be upset about it. Mark also denied tampering with the comment section and never said a word about fucking with 18 and a half minute video that's mysteriously under 5 minutes. Dude. All he had to say was, Pizzle, I don't want you to come to my house. I don't think the Cowboys can win. It would be really embarrassing for me if the Giants beat the Cowboys and you were in my home celebrating, making my son cry, taking his belt from him, taking his little toy from him, taking his plastic toy from him, and then slapping my old lady on the rear end on the way out. I just did not want that. And so because of that, I am going to make up this big elaborate story about how you were working with so and so who was obviously affecting you. It's just a bunch of nonsense. It's just a bunch of lies. It's just awful. Who is softer, Mark or the Domino's crew? If you're going to be soft, if you're going to be like, affected by words, maybe the internet's not a good place for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's just not a good place. He could be so good for business if he could keep his emotions in check. Afghan, so good for business. So good for business. You know who honestly, seriously is good for business? No shit. Philly 500 is good for business. Not only is Philly 500 a good content creator, but financially, he's a great for business. He really is. He really is. Like, it's crazy to me that he even fools with that man child. See, I cannot believe he was talking about running backs, then turn into yes. Wasn't that so weird? Pizzle, how'd you become a Giants fan? I live in North Jersey, but diehard Cowboys fan. Got to deal with all these little Giant fans in my area. I became a Giants fan Super Bowl 25. Bills Giants. Well, really not so much that Super Bowl. It was a playoff run the Giants were having that season, which obviously led to the Super Bowl. I just had so much. I was just a. It's crazy because I was literally my daughter's age, where she is now, when I became a fan of the Giants, and I look at her, and I don't. It doesn't even register to me how I started to follow the Giants then at that age. It's crazy to me. I don't even understand it, but a seed was planted in me very early, and I just completely stuck to it. And you guys have no idea what I went through as a kid to keep up with the Giants and just keep up with, just everything about them. And so it's been a great journey being a Giants fan. It really has. They've been a huge part of my life, and it's been awesome. It really has. I've really loved it. Philly 500 is the best attitude because he doesn't care what you. Yeah, Philly's got a great attitude. He really has. He's also a great dude when you talk to him on the phone, behind the scenes. He's a good person. He's a good dude. I think that he gets taken advantage of by Mark. Truth be told, but that's none of my business. It's none of my business. I didn't even know Mark was fasting. I had no idea. Oh, that's probably terrible that I know that now. Listen, I hate to talk about a man's weight, but he don't weigh 250. No. 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 There's no chance he weighs 250. If there was an over under for 250, I am pounding the over. Pounding it. Pounding it. Lot lizards. How funny I see your post on Facebook. I did. Did you really see that, Big Blue? I did. Oh man. That was a great conversation we had last night on Giants Outsiders podcast. Oh man. Let's see, Diamond Dogs. What up, Copizzle? What's up, man? I love what you do. You are entertaining as hell, and I'm a Cowboys fan, but it seemed like Mark has been keeping this under his skin. I don't think Mark should have reacted that way. I I think I think he had some fake outrage, is what I think, Diamond Dogs. I think that was fake outrage. I don't think he's been keeping it under his skin. I'm sure he was upset about it when it happened well over a year ago now. But we moved past that. We were good. We had common ground. We even had an agreement this uh, spring and summer coming into this season. I think it caught him off guard when I threw out the offer to come to his place to watch a game, uh, and he did not like that. He did not like that at all, and so he needed some fake outrage. Is truly what I think happened. Look, if you follow him and just I mean he's holding back what could be great content. He really is. And look, I don't care about his subscribers. I'm not trying to gain any subscribers. I don't care about subscribers. I mean, please subscribe if you want to. Feel free. I always put a tip and donation thing in my videos. Feel free if you feel froggy, but I do this for fun. This is all about making people laugh, making people smile. Life is tough. Life is hard. Everybody's going through something. And so this is just an opportunity to put out content to make people just enjoy life a little more. So that's all it is. It ain't. I know some people come on YouTube, they want to be ESPN host or whatever. They want to be bigger than what they really are. I get it that in life, when things aren't going great for you, that you could have an alternate reality on YouTube and be somebody and famous or important or whatever. Right? There was that song that guy that factory worker that just came out recently, and it's got like 20 million views in like 8 days. Or it's like YouTube is a great place for you to be somebody, but you can't lose sense of who you really are. And unfortunately, I think that's what's happened over there at the Holmes residence. Will you ever make content with Duke Brothers? I think I could make some content with Duke. It could always happen. Let's see, Cal, biggest goal for the G-men this year should be to beat Philly and Dallas. What do you think? Well, Cal, in order for this to be a successful season, in order for them to make the playoffs, they're going to have to probably beat Philly and Dallas at least once. I think it's really important. Really, really important. Xavier 250. No. Higher. Higher. What's up, Crazy Corvette? Appreciate it, man. 60 minutes. You better be living that lifestyle. Listen, in order to be a man, you have to be a 60-minute man. So be one. You know what I'm saying? So be one. Rangers, Mr. Copizzle, what is your opinion of Daniel Jones performing this season? I think Daniel Jones is going to continue to have a good career, and I think that he's going to throw more interceptions this year. But that's because I think he's going to take more chances, and the offense is going to allow him to be able to take more chances, which in return is going to cause more drama from Giant fans and whatever. But I think Daniel Jones is going to have more big plays this year. But when you have more big plays, you have more chances of turning the ball over. So, I think Daniel Jones has every chance to be whatever he wants to be this season. I really do believe that. Thanks, Afghanistan. I appreciate it. I still don't know if that interaction was not staged. That is what happened between Mark Holmes and I was so off the wall, just random. I can't even I still don't even know. It just doesn't even make sense. See, I love the fact that Pizzle has an off season. It was good to have a reset. It makes the day that he comes back a true event. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. I think it's important that you take some time away from YouTube. I will say this. I was mentally just shot from YouTube last season. It's just hard to keep up with everything, right? It really is. It's hard. I'm such a Giants fan but I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I'm a lot. I got a lot of things going on, and YouTube is just part of my life. And I thought I was ready to step away, and I did take some time away. But I really was. I don't. I just felt like in the end it was right to come back and do some more content. Let's see here. I think it wasn't the house invite. It was he got triggered when you said he smelled bad, with his celebrity status being ignored with his fans and creators, and he lost it. As he is the judge. I'm not sure what you were saying. Okay, Roadkill. Let's just say. Let's just say that was the case. He did look like he smelled. But so what? So what? Like, okay, you've been working all day. You look like you smell. Like it's so what? Why are you setting up a computer at the like if you're on a construction site, I don't care if it's your property or not, you are clearly on a construction site and you have a microphone, a computer, triple monitor, a desk, you have a damn near studio set up in a middle of a construction site. That is an addiction if I've ever seen one. Electrician, a plumber, they would all laugh at that. Every one of them would like, "What are you doing? What is this? What is this?" Okay, you've been working all day. So what? The rest of us, I mean, everybody been working. What? So what? How mean is it to say, "Oh, you look like you smell"? How mean is that really? Is there any plan for another? Listen, Diamond Dogs. If I had to bet, they will do another roundtable discussion, and they will probably go get Bad Dog. That's probably what's going to happen. Pizzle will be out, and my hope is that if you watch it and you see it, you boo it because it ain't right. Like it ain't right. And look, bad. I'm not saying Bad Dog wouldn't do a good job, but it wouldn't be the same. Everyone knows that. What's up, Cal? I wish you were on the round table with LB Law Nation, Louis T. Who's on that? Who is on that round table, Wiggins? Is that Bad Dog? Is Bad Dog on that round table? That's another one. I think Bad Dog's on that. That's another one where they just don't. And see, no disrespect to Bad Dog. Bad Dog knows Pizzle. And I know Bad Dog is going to accept the invite because he's got to do what he's got to do to get his dollars right, blah, blah, blah. But he should know who to send. He should, of all people, should know, no, y'all go call Cop Pizzle. Go call Pizzle. Who do you think leads us in receiving yards this year, Pizzle? If he can stay healthy, I think it's going to be Darren Waller. Pizzle, have you played the new Madden 24 yet? I heard it's better. I'm playing it this weekend. I'm playing it this weekend. Any bad blood between you and Michael? Anything? I didn't realize there was bad blood, but I think there might be bad blood. That's a badass line for your promo. What do you, Randy? Correct me or tell me what you were saying. What's a badass line? Tell me what you were saying, or put it in the comments again, please. He did look like he stunk. What's your opinion on Zeke joining the Patriots? I think the Patriots are trying to, the Patriots have done that before, like, Corey Dillon, for example. Um, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't know how much Zeke really has left, but I don't hate it. And I actually think the Patriots could be a decent little team this year. I do. Got to have thicker skin than that. I'm an electrician and an HVAC guy. I've wondered myself. I wonder what you're talking about. See, fully agree with you. Yeah, he's got one. What's up, Sandeep? No, Bad Dog. Look, Bad Dog is doing. No disrespect to Bad Dog. Bad Dog is doing what Bad Dog's got to do to get his numbers. That's what he's got. That's just what he's going to do. Bad Dog is going to play it safe. He's going to play it. He's going to toe the line, and he's going to do what he's got to do. That's just just the truth. Damn, my head looks like a pumpkin. Shit. I do have a big head. That's true. I do have a big head. I do have a big head. That is fucking true. Pizzle is a straw that stirs the pot. Yes, I think I might be. Pizzle looks like he has moonshine. It's, maybe I do, but I can't tell. I can't tell you. You should bring back the Madden streams before the season. They were funny back in the day. You know why I haven't brought the Madden streams back? And I'm not saying I won't. I could. But I had a lot of fun doing the Madden streams. I did. I had too much fun doing the Madden streams. And I just don't know if I want to have that much fun again. But there's a possibility I could do it. It could happen. I'm not ruling it out. I'll make change out of your $5 ass. Okay, Randy. I might have to throw that one in. Are you concerned about Dallas defense? If not, why are you not? I think Dallas is the team to beat in the NFC East, no doubt. Let's see. He'll take more interception than he'd be comfortable in the pocket, make more throws deep as a Giants fan. Yeah, we'll see about Danny. That's right, Marcus. Jokes are just that. They're just jokes. I mean, it's okay if someone messes with you, you know? It's just, don't take life so serious. It's too short. It is possible to have too much. See, the thing is, James, is the Madden streams were pretty popular. I mean, I was getting a lot of people watching them, and we were having a lot of fun. And I get very competitive in the Madden streams, or when I was playing, I get very competitive. And sometimes at my age now, I don't like to be so competitive, if that makes sense. Like, I know what happens to me. Some of you know what I'm talking about if you watch the streams. I mean, I'd get after it. And so it's just one of them things where it's like some nights I just don't want to get that serious about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to chill. I want to have a night of just chilling. Life is so damn difficult half the time that I don't know if I really want to get that much into it. I can't just play casually. Would you do a video on your streaming technology? You do inspire people with your channel. Thanks, Roadkill. I appreciate that. What do you mean by like streaming technology? Like all the stuff that I use? Is that what you mean? Let's see here. Marcus got a big head. There's no question. Oh, Lou, I'm ready for some Giants football. You kidding me? I'm ready. When I said I was an HVAC electrician, I watched Mark Holmes and I wondered how the hell he had all that. Yeah, Randy, I know. Like, the thing is like if you hired a plumber, for example, to come in and do the work, and he saw that, it would kind of be embarrassing. You're like, well, what are you, a child? What? Why do you have all this? Why do you have a microphone in, like, it would come off as weird. It really would. It would just, I'm just being honest. Like, it's not, you're not supposed to stream in a construction site. It's just not what you're supposed to do. A construction site is meant to have power tools, a hammer, a nail apron, extension cords, ladders, not fucking streaming equipment. I would not work on that. No, seriously, Randy. Like, if you saw cameras and computers and microphones, you'd probably get the hell off the site. You would, because you would feel like you're being recorded or something. Super weird. And like the thing is like I think it's a ploy. I think it's like a trick that he does to his. I think that is a trick. This is again. What's up, Franco? Love you too, buddy. I think that stuff is a trick to make people feel bad for him, to make him feel like, oh, he's a working man. Oh, thank you, Mark, for taking the time to do content for 5 minutes. I know you're a working man. It's like you're saying, I'm too busy for you guys to do this, but guess what? I'm going to do this for you guys. Shut up. Stop. You play victim damn near every video. Oh, I'm just a working man. Every man is a working man out here. Everybody's trying to provide for their family. What are you talking about? You're not the only man that's getting on a roof. You're not the only man crawling underneath the house tomorrow. Like, what are you talking about? What's the feeling losing to the Eagles in the playoffs? It feels like the Eagles always break the hearts of Giant fans. I feel like they are the most toxic. Yes, they are. It sucks. I mean, I hate losing to the Eagles because the Eagles, their fans just act so smart and so intelligent, and they're not. They're just a damn dumbass fan base. They really are. I can't stand them. MAF needs to watch where he's swinging that hammer. Yeah, I know. He gave his daddy a damn concussion. Coles, why? Listen, these people are asking me about Mark. I'm here to answer. It's a Q&A session, okay? Nobody's talking about Mark. I'll talk Giants football. See, unlike Mark, I give a damn about what my subscribers want me to talk about. I don't just stick my ass in underneath the 200-year-old house and bitch about it. Oh. Porno set. I know, right? You would think it might be a porno set. Yeah, Randy, 60-minute men. You don't want to be that guy that's with your girl for 6 minutes and you look at her and say, well, that's all I got. That's it. Sorry about that. Pause. Would you be interested in doing work with Big? Joshua, I've actually reached out to Big Dash, and Big Dash and I are actually going to do. I believe that Big Dash and I are going to do something soon. I've already reached out to him. He said he would be interested. Just let him know, and so I actually that's going to happen, man. Me and Big Dash, we're going to get that done. We're going to get that done. Mr. Comp, you have integrity, which is not found on this platform. I'm a Panthers fan, but I have been watching your channel since 20. Thanks for watching, man. Let's see. MAF is the type of kid that would swing a hammer with both hands. I heard he had a leg injury. I did hear about that. Which I don't wish that. I mean, I listen, I want no joke. This is no joke. I want Micah Parsons playing week 1 because I do not want any fucking excuses from Cowboy fans. I want to beat them fair and square. Big Dash is cool. Big Dash is not only cool, he's very informative. He's a great Giants fan. I really think so. I think he's a great Giants fan, and I want to showcase him on my channel for those that don't know him. Real men know the only reason you're going hard at Mark is because your wife felt some type of way when he kept calling you his son. You're trying to get your nuts back. Okay, Dan. Look, I thought it was weird that he was so hell bent on the daddy thing, which I didn't take personal. I said whatever. That's what gets you off. Let's see here. We're done. We're done. I didn't. I know, right, Robert? I didn't know we was dating. I had no idea me and Mark was dating. Little baby dog whistle. Oh, pause. Oh my goodness. I just can't even, process. Mm. Uh, AFC is going to be a hard division this year for sure. At least three teams are going to be in the playoffs through that division. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good division. I think Miami are Super Bowl contenders. I think the Bills still have a run in them, and I think the Patriots are going to be a pretty good team as well. The Jets, they've got every chance, but they've got to see what kind of offensive line play they get. Mark Holmes thinks he belongs to the NFL Network. Yeah, he really genuinely does. He literally does, and he just oh. Mm. Whew. James, I wish I could talk with you, Pizzle, about football and other things. We have talked on Twitter. Yeah, James, I've seen you a bunch around, man. I've seen you a bunch around. Actually, I had a person who subscribed to me, got a kid named Danny who had subscribed to me since 2009. Meet me in public this past weekend. Found me and met me in public, and it was a really cool experience. Cowboys and Jets will be in the Super Bowl. Book it. Well, I'm not booking that, Marcus. I'm not booking that. Not booking that. What else you guys got? I got a few more minutes. We'll wrap this up. I'm gonna obviously watch the Giants preseason game tomorrow. Excited about that. Mark Holmes' content is born and just repeats what he hears on. He very much does. Skip Bayless, Colin Cowherd, those guys are where he gets his information. How many giant caps do you have, and do you have a favorite? I probably have, if I had to guess, I probably have in the neighborhood of 60 to 75 New York Giants hats. And that's just a guess. I know for sure I have at least 60. I think the number's more so like 75. And as far as there are some favorites that I have, but there are some that I can't wear anymore. Either they're too dirty or they don't fit my head right. They fit my head a lot better when I was a kid. Um, and I've got some that I like. A lot of people like this white hat that I have. Um, but I have somewhere between 60 and 75. I have a lot of Giants hats. I'm constantly buying Giants hats now. I've bought more Giants hats. I think out of all the merchandise that I've bought of Giants gear, I think I've bought more hats than anything. Hope to see a lot more Jalen Hyatt action tomorrow. Maybe a drive or two. Yeah, that would be nice. I think Jalen's going to have a really nice season. I'm a big believer in him. Matter of fact, his college teammate Cedric Tillman for the Browns, I thought was having a really good game tonight. Let's see here. So Philly 500 is in California. Mark is in Virginia. Interesting how good content creators are outside their team's proximity. Well, Mark isn't a great content creator, but it's not. Roadkill, I've always said this. I think that fans that are out of their team's markets can be more. How can I word this correctly? Can be bigger fans than teams that are or fans that are actually local. And the reason is because it requires you to do more as a fan that is outside of the local market to be a fan. It requires you to look up more information. It requires you to shop various different places. It just requires you to put in more work as a fan when it's not local to you. But that's not to take anything away from the guys that are local. But it's just easier for them to be that fan. I also feel like a lot of times when people are fans of teams that they're not in that region, they probably made the choice to be fans. And I think a lot of people that are local fans probably were made a fan because someone in their family made them a fan. No, that doesn't mean that they're not a fan. It's just that's just my theory on it. Didn't think you had any caps. I have a few Washington caps. Yeah, I have too many Giant caps. So you've got competitiveness in your blood, Pizzle, which is a good, but at least you're aware that you're getting older and you need to. So what's funny, Joshua, I actually had a friend today tell me that I need to start playing pickleball. And I was like, yeah, maybe I could. And then I was like, I don't know if I really want to. He was like, well, we can actually play in like tournaments and stuff. And I was like, oh, that would be terrible for me. I just do not want to get in a competitive pickleball situation. Once I get the blood flowing, it's hard to get it stopping. Appreciate it, Gooch. Civil mess. Yeah, Robert. What are your thoughts on folks labeling others TV fans? Afghanistan, I definitely feel like it's important for you at some point in your life to go to a game, both home and away. I was able to go to Giants Stadium before they tore it down, and I was very thankful that I was able to do that. I've obviously been to MetLife, and I've been to a lot of road games, and it's easy to set. First of all, football. I don't care what anybody says. Football is much better viewed on TV than it is in person. There's no question that the crowd reaction is great. It's fun and everything in this, but football is just better on TV. It's a TV sport. I firmly believe that. With that being said, I think in order for you to really know if you're a fan of a team, you need to go on the road into a somewhat not necessarily hostile environment, but you need to go in a stadium with opposing fans and find out how much you really like your team. I was able to do that. I've done that numerous times, but I was really able to do that at Lincoln Financial Field one time. And I found out how much I really liked the Giants. And so, not saying I needed that, but I needed that. And you find out, like, wow, I really do care a lot about this team. Pizzle, remember when you called EDP for being a pedo 2 years? Yeah, it was clear as day to me that he was a pedo. Like society doesn't want you to label people or judge people, but it's safer to do that. It's like it's safe to label people and say, hey, I need to watch out for this guy because he could be a bad dude. It's just I mean, I think it's important to do. You get it on Madden. Yeah, I will. Yes, I'm sure we're gonna play. Maybe when I start streaming again, we'll have to put it on. We'll have to do it for our audience. Well, I don't. 500 was. I don't think a fan has to be a local at any point in their life to for sure be a fan. Let's see. No, LPG is a serious pickleball player. I used to play a little tennis, and I really enjoyed playing tennis. Believe it or not, I really like tennis, and so I would probably like pickleball. I'm in California, and everything you said about fans in different states and the teams they root for. Yeah, and so like if I was in California, I would try to go see the Giants in maybe Vegas. I would, San Francisco. I'm sure has some rough ass people at their games, so that's one you definitely would be able to earn your stripes at. Tailgating is fun. I will give you that. You can't tailgate at home. Went to a Philly game. It was wild, but I would much rather watch them on TV. I'm a dad. Yeah, I mean, TV's just football is just better on TV. I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, it is true. It's just like it's not that I wouldn't want to go to every game. Like for example, LPG goes to every game. License plate guy. I have a hard like I could if I lived in the same state or an hour from the stadium, I could see myself going to every home game, right? I could, but to travel all year long, just again, it just sounds exhausting. And don't get me wrong, I think LPG is a great fan, but damn, that's a lot. I mean, to do all the traveling that it requires, dude, a plane ride, a 3 hour plane ride sucks the life out of me. It really does. It sucks the life out of me. What's up, gun toting Democrat? Well, you don't hear that often. Oh man. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna shut her down. Appreciate you guys hanging out with Pistol for a little bit. Little quick, easy 90 minutes. So Giants preseason game tomorrow. Gonna watch it, take it in. I may have a video right after it. Let's give some thoughts and opinions on it. And then we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it and start getting closer to that week one content. Obviously, we're gonna stream all the games this year. I'm excited about that. I haven't done that yet. This is my first season streaming every Giants game. And obviously if I go to a game I can't do that. But the plan is to stream as many games as possible this year. So that's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna be an interesting thing. I'm really I'm really excited about that. All right, so I'm gonna shut her down. You guys have a good rest of your night. We will talk. We will talk tomorrow night, and you guys know what it is. Go Big Blue, and be a 60-minute man. Damn it! If you're not a 60-minute man, then you're no man at all.